What's up, everybody? It's me, Kiya, your host, and we got another interview right now with one of the dopest people to bring their top tier talent to the Twin Cities.
Yes.
We're talking about SK ByTheWay.
Yes, it's me.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
Good. It's good to sit down and chat with you. This is the first time we're talking together, but I have been following your career online, and you're killing it. You're killing it.
Thank you.
So for people who don't know, let's hear about your background. Where are you from, this area? Did you start to do music here? What's your story?
Originally, I was born in Chicago, Illinois, until I was about 10 or 11 years old, and then my mom moved us to Minneapolis around that time. So originally Chicago, but I've been raised in Minnesota my whole life.
So you rep both?
I rep both, yeah, pretty much.
And did you start doing music back in Chicago or here?
I really got the feel of music here when I was about 13 years old. I had like experience. My brother was killed in Minneapolis.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was pretty young at the time when it happened, and like he was really big on music. He could sing and he can rap at the time. So like after that, that was just like it was like soothing for me. It got me through like I would just put my headphones on and I would like I didn't think I wanted to do music, but the more I listened to music, like it made me be like I want to do this. Like I think I can be able to, be a singer one day because I wanted to be a singer my whole life. So that's where I started. I started singing.
Did your brother leave some tracks behind?
No, he was only 15 at the time.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
so he was
young.
pretty young.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
So I just took on basically, his passion, and I started getting a passion for music because at first it was just like I was just listening to Beyonce, Ashanti's, and Lauryn Hill. My mom, she sings a lot, so we always had music in our family.
Musical family.
Yeah, we always had music in our family. So I just started listening to Aaliyah. She was like one of the first songs that I wrote down on paper. Like,
wow.
I used to write down their lyrics. Like I would listen and just write down what she said. And then I'm like, dang, if they can write these songs, I should be able to write my own songs.
Absolutely.
And that's how I started learning how to write music myself.
Yeah. So you were influenced by some top names, but it sounds like you are already doing the work to influence the next generation as well. What kind of things have you done with kids?
Well, I've done like in the summertime, like girls dance, like, dance team, motivational speaking for the girls, especially. And then like Stop the Violence. I've done a lot of that, due to like what happened to my brother and just to get people aware of, just awareness, a lot of awareness that I've done and like, stuff like that. So I'm excited to do more. I will be at Studio 4 tomorrow with the high school kids, so I'm excited to be there. It's my first time. Yeah. And I've always heard about Studio 4 like when I got into the industry, but I was always like, what's Studio 4? I never really like got a chance to go over there like being at, but I always heard good things, so I'm super excited.
Yes, and Studio 4 is within High School for the Recording Arts in St. Paul, where they've got a lot of young talent up and coming, and so I'm sure you will inspire them there.
Yes.
Let's rewind a little bit back to your background, though.
Okay.
SK ByTheWay is a very catchy name. How did you come up with it?
SK ByTheWay is originally my first and last name. It's basically my initials to my real name.
Your government name?
Yeah, my government name. So one day I was freestyling a rap, and at the end of my rap, I was like, it's SK ByTheWay. And I was like, whoa.
That's it.
I'm like, I think that's going to be my name. Because I really just said by the way. It was SK already.
Yeah.
And then I was rapping. I'm like, it's SK ByTheWay. I'm like trying to like rhyme it.
That's great.
And I was like, I think I'm going to stick with the ByTheWay. So like the ByTheWay stuck with me ever since that freestyle. So.
And I hear it at the beginning of your tracks.
Yes.
You'd be like,
all the time. Yeah. Like that's how I let my fans know it's me. So I put a stamp on ByTheWay.
That's what's up. Yeah. All right, so you said you got into music when you were about 13. Yeah. I'm sure you've come a long way since then.
Yeah.
But when was it that you stepped into the booth for the first time and you were, taking it a little bit more seriously?
Yeah, maybe about, I really stepped my foot in the booth maybe 6 years ago. It was like my first, I really wasn't like trying to be an artist, but I was like playing around. I was like, wasn't really taking it serious, but I wanted another outlet. I was in college at the time. I was a waitress. And I wanted to do music, but it was just a hobby for me at first. Like, I wasn't really taking it too much serious, but I knew I had talent. And then people start hearing it. I was kind of scared to put my music out because I was scared what people was gonna think.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know any other female rappers. I didn't know nothing about the Minneapolis music scene. I didn't know nothing. So
I will
yeah.
say you still are one of few like female rappers in
Yeah.
this market. I mean, there just aren't many. So respect.
Yeah.
You're holding it down.
Yeah.
We'll get into the industry a little bit now that we're on the topic.
Yeah.
Like, what is it like being, one of few getting booked and just being known as a female rapper?
Honestly, I love it. I love what I do, and people be like, "Oh, you should move. You should do this. You should do that." But like, I'm really content on my career, and it's not all about like it's not all about the big things, because I really enjoy music. It humbles me, you know what I'm saying? It takes me to another place, and I do it because I love to do it. Like I love music, so
For
it's
yourself and that healing we kind of talked about. Yeah.
and it touched other people, so that's a good thing. When I started doing music, people start relating to it, and I didn't think they would. And people be like, I like that, I like that. I be like, really? Because when we're making music, the sound of it, and we're the process, and to hear somebody else hear it, it'd be like, it's a joy to me.
Especially when they don't know you.
Right.
And it's really,
When
they
they
are
don't know
a fan.
you.
They love your
Yeah.
music. They love what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rewarding.
So it was super exciting.
Yeah, you hear that a lot about, you got to move to LA to make it big, or
Right.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
And there's truth in that, but it is special to be here and be
Yeah.
at a level where you can even know your fans.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have a big fan base here. I have fan bases in Atlanta, Texas, New York.
That's what's
but
up.
like Minnesota, like this is where I started. Like this is where, you know what I'm saying? This is where it all began.
And you can always go out, do a show somewhere else, and
Yeah.
come back to the
Yeah,
home
I've done
base.
plenty of shows like out of
Yeah.
town, stuff like that. But I rank myself as like, the hardest working rapper, female rapper. I sing too, so it's like a lot of my fans don't know that I sing, but I do sing a lot.
I was going to bring that up because I did a little research and I heard you singing. I'm like, oh, snap.
Oh, you did?
She's got a nice
Was it
voice,
Recipe?
too. Yes, it was.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's one of my
From
favorites.
a few years ago.
Yep, yep, Recipe.
But and you've got new music, though,
Yep.
just out.
Yep.
2 songs that you're not singing.
Nope.
But let's hear about these 2 songs that you just dropped.
Okay, so I just dropped Activate My Sexy. That's my #1 favorite right now. I just did my first performance with Vanessa 2 times last week. So for the first time I got to perform it, and the fans went crazy. Like I was super nervous too to perform it. But it was like they knew it already, and it was like it was just beautiful. Like Activate My Sexy is like the top song for me right now. I got Let Me See It. That's another track that the fans are loving. And then Supposed to Be, of course. So Supposed to Be is definitely a stamp for me because it's like everything I'm supposed to do. The song just like goes so well with, my lifestyle. So
Flexing like I'm supposed to
okay.
be.
Period. So
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that you got that going on in both those songs, and Activate
Yeah.
My Sexy and Supposed to Be.
Yeah.
Do you do that in all your tracks, or do you
No,
plan to? It just floats so nicely, though, even though they're different songs.
It's so funny to bring that up because Yemi, the producer of the songs, we've been working in the studio, and when we were in there, we were like, brainstorming and stuff like that. So then I just freestyled it. I was like, okay. But I didn't really take it serious. And then he was like, no, do that again. And I was like, okay. So it just kind of stuck. And we were just like excited about that ever since then. So okay, all right. The girls and the guys are like, now when people see me, they be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
It's stuck in my head for sure.
yeah.
I'll be like, all right.
All right.
Okay,
I feel like
okay.
it give me a little energy.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely loving the new sound, and I'm excited.
You mentioned your producer, Yemi.
Yep.
How did that relationship form, and what is it like working with such great talent?
That relationship started randomly, so randomly and naturally.
Yeah.
I was actually at Gold Room Lounge, one of my favorite lounges that I network at a lot. I've performed there, and I was there on a random night, and I just network with people all the time, and I meet new people, and I end up running into him and one of his friends. And his friend's like, oh, this is my friend Yumi. I'm like, okay, I'm SK, the best female artist in Minneapolis. Nice to meet you. Because
Period.
that's how I greet people. Like,
That's good to have confidence, for
yeah.
real.
So that's how I greet everybody who, I meet for the first time. I'm SK ByTheWay, the hottest female artist in Minneapolis, period. And I'm going to prove it. So that was our first conversation. And he saw me get on the microphone and, kind of network with everybody. And it was basically, we took a picture. And I think after we took that picture, it was just like connected after that. Like, he was like, you ready to work? I'm like, I'm ready to work. He's like, all right, I'm gonna do my homework.
Okay.
He came back with the results and I got all A's.
Hey.
So
You were ready.
I was ready. So it was just like, we got to work right away. Like, it was just like our mindsets, what we really wanted to do. Like, he was ready and I was ready. So it's like, I've been independent in this industry a long time.
Okay.
So like, we basically built our own team and it's been like perfect.
So is he your first producer that you're working with on more than one track?
Yes.
On a project?
Yes.
Okay, so then what's next? What do you guys got going on next?
We got a whole catalog. So we're doing a lot this summer. I actually just got booked for another show today.
Yay.
With Flippa T. She's a new artist.
Okay.
So it's basically shows back to back right now and a lot of studio time. So he's on me about studio time.
Is he producing all the beats?
Everything.
That's what's
Everything
up.
will be produced by Yemi, of course.
It's very
Yeah.
bouncy music.
Yeah, and it's natural. Like,
Yeah.
I could do freestyles and like remixes and I could do all that stuff, but like when it comes to the original sound, and like I've been trying to find my original sound, like I've recorded so much music. I have so much unreleased music, but I feel like this time around, like, it's my turn. It's really my turn. I feel like.
And you do have already quite the following online.
Yeah.
How have your fans reacted? Have you had any viral moments?
Yes. I have viral moments all the time. I feel like good and bad. I was filming reality TV last year. I'm
for real?
actually executive producer of Minnesota Baddies.
Oh, I did see that. Yes.
Yeah. So I had got a lot of bad feedback and good feedback at first because like people were doubting that I could be executive producer or like film my own TV show, and a lot of people doubted me in that moment, and it was like I was in a lonely place. Getting like trolled and people talking about me. I can't do this. I can't do that. She can't do this. She a girl. She can't do that. Because it was a lot of she can'ts, So then when I like proved my point and finished my season, like I proved the whole city wrong, and everybody started watching my show. So it was like, you just got to go out there. I just felt like, let me just do it, because so many times I wanted to quit, so many times. But it was just like, now it's like, can't nobody even like blink twice and be like, oh, you should know. Cause like I've held my foot down in this industry a long time. So I feel like, and I'm glad I did. It all worked out in my favor.
Yep.
And the viral moments, I went viral on Twitter. I had another interview where I talked about how I invested in my TV show, I spent maybe like 15 grand.
Oh, wow.
Filming, and people didn't believe me, and it went viral on Twitter. 4.4 million. It was the way it was. They thought I was lying about how I received the $15,000. You know what I'm saying? So they thought I was lying about that, but I really wasn't. And like it went viral. It was all people are gonna. So I didn't even know I was going viral. People were hitting me like, "Do you know you're at 4.4 million on Twitter right now?" I'm like, huh? Like, I wasn't even thinking that because I don't be on Twitter like that,
I don't either anymore.
But now I'm getting back to Twitter and, like, trying to... But overall, like, I feel like Minneapolis have shown me the utmost love, like... And I like to keep it like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of other female rappers. Like, I don't have any features with any female artists here. I feel like they're all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put myself on a high pedestal because of how hard I work and how consistent I am. Like, there's like I don't feel like there's no competition. There's no tea, no shade. But I just work hard for what I do. And it's not just music. I do all kinds of stuff. So it's like, I'm all the way around with it. So...
I mean, I can definitely relate to the people doubting you thing as a woman, and I've tried to start my own show too, the show with Kiya, where I interview music artists from Minnesota and beyond. Yes, but I'll save this text message where somebody said, "You're too stiff." because you do the news. My
Are
background
you
is news
serious?
reporting. Yes, and I was
Yeah.
just like, you haven't even seen
You
what
haven't
I
even
could
seen
do.
what
You
I
have
could
no
do.
idea. And I was proud to actually execute it and be like, ha,
Right.
and here we are right now continuing the
Okay.
interviews. So,
That's how it is.
yeah, I mean, you got to be resilient like that.
Yeah.
You did, obviously, we've established you're the best,
Yeah.
but who else do you respect in terms of the female artists in this market?
You saying like
Who's doing well?
the music industry period or Minnesota? I feel like.
Let's say here.
Um
You're like, it's just me.
no. I won't say that. I don't know. I feel like I don't really know because I don't really pay attention. I feel like they're all great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that because there's so many. I feel like they're all great. They're all on their grind. You know what I'm saying? I wish more of us can work together. But yeah, I feel like the Minnesota music scene, for sure. I feel like honestly, like I don't know. I just feel like it's just me. So and it's no tea, no shade to the other female rappers, but they go head to head with me. It's not gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna end them. I'm just saying, like, and that's no tea, that's no shade. But I feel like I'm the top best. Like I don't feel like there's no competition. It's lyrically. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say lyrically. I feel like there's no competition lyrically with me. As far as like how I rap and me being versatile and him sitting right here. He plays a big part in the lyrical part of some of my music because I could do club music all day. I could do the pretty girl pop all day, but when it gets down to the real lyrics, which Tupac once said, like that would really be that's what really matters to me, like actually speaking on the truth and stuff that's happening in the world and like real pain. The club music is all good and fun, but the real me and the real music for me is like the real lyrics, like Tupac. So I put myself in that category. I'm gonna say that. I
That's
put
fair.
myself in, a Lauryn Hill category, J. Cole. Like those are real lyricists to me, and those are like my top favorite. So people look at me and be like, "Oh, she got the pretty girl," But all in all, like I'm really at home looking like Lauryn Hill. You know what I'm saying? So or feeling what she's feeling, or
Yeah.
it's like it's deeper to me, than just putting the music out.
If you could pick one artist, past or present, passed away or alive still, just one to collaborate with, who would it be and why?
It would have been Aaliyah for sure. I think about her a lot, especially doing music and singing. I feel like if she was here today, I would have definitely been met her by now, or she would have been one of my favorite people. So I still treat her like she's alive, especially with her music. You know what I'm saying? So Aaliyah, she definitely played a big part in my music, my love for music as well, like on the female side. Yeah.
For the DJs who are out there, who are some of your favorite DJs in the Twin Cities?
My favorite DJs, I got a couple. DJ Inferno, he's one of my favorites. I've been working with him for a couple years. He was one of the DJs to break my music.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, DJ Relly.
I love
He was
DJ
actually
Relly.
the first. He was the first to play one of my songs, and I was so nervous when I gave him my music. He was like, "Let me see what you talking about." I'm like, "Okay." So when he first played my song, I just cried because I couldn't believe my song was being played in the club. And me and DJ Relly, we've been like this ever since. And then I met Inferno, DJ Prophet. He's a new DJ that I like. DJ Ones, Ray Mills, Cam Bennett.
Nice.
Oh, DJ Polo Sky, I love him. He definitely be popping his shit with the DJing. DJ Twin over at Gold Room. All the DJs really love me. I fuck with all the DJs.
That's good to have those relationships.
Yes,
though,
I definitely have close relationships with my DJs. I had to because that was like my first priority when I first came in the music game. I had to get close with the DJs. Yep.
Okay, you're doing great. Let me just
Thank
check
you.
my notes. I've covered a lot already. Okay. If you could describe your music in 3 words, what would they be?
Authentic, unique, and natural. Yeah. I'll say those three.
That's solid.
I
Yeah.
try to be more natural as possible with the music scene, period. I know a lot of people, they feed off of each other. I try to be as simple as possible, you know, because people are like, how do you do it? How do you do this? I'm like, I'm just a girl. But yeah, it's a lot. I'm super busy all the time, so yeah.
Have you had any crazy moments in the studio?
Yes.
Yes.
My first sessions that I did, I had a session where somebody in studio tried to kiss me.
What?
Yeah.
While you were on the mic?
No, I
Or-
was like just sitting down and
Yeah.
we're talking, like somebody who invited me, like somebody who was trying to like mentor me at the time. And they try to like, you know, just try to play that role like, you know, it was something sexual, and I didn't. That was like my first red flag with the industry. It really opened my eyes to shit like that, because it was wrong, you know, for him to come on to me, and I'm thinking that we're working, and you know what I'm saying, and then that's just like, it just tore me apart, because I'm just like, I'm not here for that, you know. I was really passionate at the time, and then you try to lean in and kiss me randomly. It was just like, and I'm not gonna say his name, he knows who
I was
he
about to be like,
is.
who was it?
I don't want to blast him because it was so long ago, you know.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, I thank him for doing that, because it opened my eyes to me moving forward after that. You know, I stopped working with him instantly, and it gave me a mindset like, now you got to stand on business, and now you got to be just like them. Like, you got to, I had to make sure I had that face and that attitude. And I was like, well, maybe I was too nice, you know? So after that, like, I was on go after that. Like, nobody could play with me in the studio. I wouldn't even let people. I started booking my own studio sessions. I start paying for my own stuff, because he was paying for the session at the time. So I'm like, I didn't have money to pay for a session. I was a college student, waitress. You know what I'm saying? So
Then you're kind of attached, though, if they're in control of the
yeah,
finances.
he was in control
so-
of it. So then
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, I ain't got no money to do this, you know. So I kind of looked into the entertainment world, and that's really how I created my whole fan base of music, was being in the entertainment industry. I was scared, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't really know, you know, which way to go. I'm like, I'm a college student, can't pay for studio time. I don't want to ask nobody to help me.
Yeah.
What should I do? You know, so going into the entertainment industry, it really changed. It really changed my life. Like, it really
Yeah.
did. And I don't really get to talk about it much, but because it's a lot. It's a deeper story, but it definitely changed. It changed my life. It definitely did.
I mean, that's crazy. It's like, this is not a date, sir.
Yeah.
We're here to work.
Yeah,
Man.
So
But yeah, I'm sure similar situations.
it
have
put me in a
arisen,
good
too.
position though, him doing that, because I wouldn't have known that people were like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
You learn from it.
I learned from it very well, and I never let nobody play with me like that ever again. So like, my respect level in the city, like, everybody knows, like, oh, SK don't play. Well, SK, she ain't gonna play. Like, I
Yeah.
don't play with folks, and like, I keep it strictly professional. Like, and if
Good.
you can't keep it professional, you have to move around for me, because I don't need you looking at me as eye candy. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I'm here to work. So
Good for
it'd be
you.
like that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. SK, by the way, I got one too.
Okay, period.
What this is?
This is the Fook you. So
Excuse me? No.
Fook me? No, Fook you. Yes. I'm loving this drink right now. It's one of the best energy drinks. You know what I'm saying? Let me try it real quick.
It tastes really good.
It's so good. So, you know, I'm one of the ambassadors right now.
Okay.
Like, I be, you know, we be drinking these at our events, giving them to artists, and like, everybody's really been like collabing with us on the Fuku. Like, it's really just been like a super vibe, and like, I'm super ready for the summer, rooftops, beaches, barbecues. We gonna have the Fuku.
In
Like,
hand.
ready.
Period.
So I've been super excited about this brand.
And this brand is black owned.
Yes.
your producer, right? Does he head it
Yes.
up? Who else? Or is it mostly him?
We have other partners. Brian, he's like one of the main, Fuku presidents. So yeah, he works with all of us and he's super great. And it's like, it's a team. It's a team thing. And it's like, I love doing something new because it's something new for me. I never sponsored any drinks before. So it's
You're like,
like, it's pretty fancy and
Yeah.
it's pretty good. So make sure y'all go try that Fuku
Yes.
drink for sure.
And it's Japanese, I learned, for lucky.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Good luck and fortune.
Period.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just make sure we've hit on all the points because I did get some talking points beforehand. So, oh, this is a good one. What's your favorite lyric that you've ever written?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Okay. I said, I had this letter that I never wrote, and I ain't really on the yacht, but I'm on a boat. Man, I guess they talking shit, they want all the smoke. And by the way, I always get it, yeah, I never choke. So
I was
that's
saying, I wanted you to keep going. I'm like, free performance?
No, I got you. I got so much. I feel like all my music really touched me in some type of way. So yeah, that was like one of my favorites.
What song is that from?
It's a song I wrote about my brother.
Oh, okay.
So it was like I was feeling some type of way one time, and it was like kind of like me being angry, but sad at the same time. So that particular couple bars right there, it's a whole song, but yeah, that one was really touchy for me, and that's unreleased. So I'm gonna be releasing that soon.
Okay, good. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to your new music.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Yeah.
excited for the summer 2025. My first interview was in New York 5 years ago.
Okay.
And they was like, well, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I was like, it's like everything I said I will see myself doing, I'm doing.
That's what's up.
And I always go back and look at that interview and be like, it'd be so crazy to me because everything I said I wanted to do 5 years ago, I'm actually doing right now. So it's like, it's a manifestation thing.
So within the next 5 years, do you have like a main venue you want to perform at or a big like
Yes.
concert series? What's the big picture for you?
For Minnesota, definitely Target Center,
Oh, yeah.
Omri. Once I get in those doors, like I feel like
So,
I've already been in them rooms
Yeah.
with big people, but
yeah.
once I hit those stages, First Avenue for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big Prince fan.
Gotta be.
I am. I love Prince, and so like First Avenue is definitely a spot that I do want to do a show at, just to make it legendary in history for myself.
Yeah.
Because Minnesota had a lot of talent, and Prince was definitely, you know what I'm saying, that head honcho.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I think that's a great goal to have.
yeah, I just watched that movie like a couple days ago, and like when I look and see him up on that stage, I just be like, man, he had the city on lock, and he thought that nobody messed with his music. He kept complaining, and then he just was like, fuck this, I will die for you. So yeah, Prince was definitely a big picture of mine, you know what I'm saying? So I love the Minnesota Prince for
Nice.
sure.
And then what about like Rolling Loud or one of them?
I want to do Rolling Loud. I wish we still had Soundset.
I know, I hear
Me
that
and
a lot
Yemi
from
was
people.
just talking about that. Like, where's Soundset at? Like, what happened to
Yeah.
it? Maybe I'm gonna have to throw my own Soundset.
Somebody should.
Maybe
Bring
but-
something back here.
Yeah, but Rolling Loud, definitely. I'm definitely gonna hit the Rolling Loud stage. If not this year, next year.
Mark her words.
I mark my words for the Rolling Loud stage.
That's
So
very good.
I'm super excited about that. I know the BET Awards is coming up. So
We'll see you there.
I might see you there. Y'all might see me there. Y'all might. So
Eventually, for sure.
Eventually, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manifest it.
But yeah, I've been working hard. For sure.
Here's a kind of random one, but which hip hop trend do you feel is overplayed?
Like it's played out now.
Yeah.
I feel like honestly, in the hip hop industry, we need to get back to hip hop. You know, all the ratchet music is cool. We all do it. We all love the ratchet music, but it comes a time where you have to think back on the real hip hop, the Queen Latifahs, the MC Lights, and that's how I look at music. When I look and write music or think about new music, like I think of those girls,
Yeah.
I don't really like Lil Kim and Remy Ma, all of them, they were great too. They bring out the attitude. They brought out the sexy attitude. I'm gonna put it like that. They brought out a sexy attitude. Rather than MC Light and those girls back then, they really was on their, what I'm saying? So I just feel like hip hop should get back to hip hop.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
All the Diddy allegations and stuff came out. I kind of feel like that was fucking up hip hop a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It's
The
so
industry,
unfortunate.
the artists, that was unfortunate. So, with Kendrick Lamar doing his big one right now, I feel like we're getting closer back to, what we know.
Yeah.
The original hip hop. So.
That was such a good halftime show.
Oh my God, I watch it every day.
You do that?
I think I'm obsessed. And he'll be here in a few weeks, so I'm super excited about it. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I will be there. All tears.
Wow.
Like, he's one of my favorite inspirations right now.
Killing it.
He's killing it. And I've always loved Kendrick since he first came out. And they overlooked him a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like now he's speaking and he's like, he's not scared no more. And he's so bold.
You know what's crazy is when I started my career for journalism, I bought a one-way ticket to Kenya and I started doing work over there.
Yeah.
And I lived there for 2 years. And someone over there introduced me to Kendrick Lamar.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
I was like, who's this? He's like, he's from your country. Like,
what?
Yeah. And this was so many years ago. I mean, 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
So he has been out there for a long time. And he's global.
He is. I can't wait to see him here. Hopefully I get to meet Kendrick or go do a song with him one day. Something.
You will.
I will.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay. Oh, what are some misconceptions about you?
Oh, I have a lot of them. Some people think I'm like bougie. A lot of people like, oh, SK, she bougie. She don't say much. She don't. But it's not that. Like, I'm so fun. And, like, once people get to know me, they be like, oh, she cool.
I'm like, you're so fun.
But when I walk in the room, like, my face expression be like, like, all right now. So, but they think I'm pretty bougie. They think I'm uptight or, like, I'm selfish with my craft, which I am. Mm-hmm. I'm very selfish with it when it comes to my music career and, like, how I want things, my stylist and my security, my drivers, like, people be thinking I'm doing too much, but it's just like, if who else gonna do it?
You gotta protect your brand.
Right. Who else gonna do it? If I don't do it, who else gonna do it? So I think people just be thinking like I'm just so high maintenance. But really I'm chill. Like I could put my bonnet on and be cool. I'm really super chill. But as far as the music industry, I learned my looks and how I wanted to look. I didn't want to look like anybody else, dress like anybody else, or sound like anybody else. So when it comes to these other artists, they sound alike, they dress alike, it's like a still line. But me, like, no.
Just be yourself. That's why you said
be
authentic.
Yourself, authentic. Yeah. Be yourself. Because a lot of, I love all the female artists because they be like, how are you doing this? How do you do this? How do you do that? And I'll be like, I don't know. I just did it. Like, I didn't have nobody bringing me up in the industry. Like, I had people trying to work with me and I said no. But it wasn't about the work with them. It was about just being around a cute face. And I started learning that in the industry. People just wanted to be around somebody cute. And I was like, no, I want you to hear my rap.
Yes.
Listen to me, So I really forced people to listen to my music. And that's why I sat at home and wrote music for years because I was like, I'm not going to say one rap until I know I can rhyme. And so it was so easy for me to freestyle for people when they was like, you ain't no rapper. Because I get that all the time. They be like, you ain't no rapper. I just start rapping instantly. Like, I freestyle battle almost every day, especially against the guys. And then when I shut them up, they be like, oh, okay, you got it.
Right.
I be like, I told you don't come. I'm like, I told you shouldn't have came for me. So, yeah, I love a freestyle. I love a good freestyle.
Now, I'm not asking you this because you're a woman. I've asked men this too. But are you dating anybody?
No. And I don't want to date. Anybody
ever? No,
not ever. It's not that.
Right now,
I'm too busy.
You're focused on your career.
I'm too busy and I'm focused. And a lot of guys, they be trying to date me for clout or take a picture of me or try to say they want to date me and stuff like that. But no, I'm single.
What do you look for in a guy?
I'm not looking for no guy.
True.
They annoying. They be annoying sometimes. I I'll be having my eye for guys sometimes, like, oh, he cute, but then I'll be like, nope. It'd be a lot. It's a lot for me. Like, I can't date right now. I'm not really focused on dating. I'm too busy.
Yeah.
And guys say that all the time about me. They be like, man, you're just too busy. I'd be like, well, take it or leave it.
I think a lot of men want you to drop everything and
They
just
do.
be there.
They do. And a lot of guys can't take dating a female artist either. Because a lot of guys haven't dated a female artist.
And you're in the spotlight.
I'm in the spotlight. So when I do be deciding to date, it don't be working because the guy gets insecure. You know, I have to hug and shake hands with people.
Yeah.
I got to be in the studio with certain people. And if you're insecure, you can't be around me.
You're going to have a hard time.
You're going to have a hard time with me because I'm going to be like, bye. Bye.
Like, it's business.
So yeah, no dating for me. I'm busy.
I respect that.
So if y'all in my DM, you can have lunch or something.
Lunch, coffee.
Look, I love coffee too. So but yeah, no dating until the right guy comes around, you know.
He's got to come correct.
He got to come correct. So y'all got to come correct. I know y'all be in my DM all day, every day, but I'm single. Period.
All right. I think we've covered all this. Next few years. Okay, we went through all the questions that we had planned. Is there anything else you think people should know about you, about SK ByTheWay, the all right queen?
They should know that I'm super funny. A lot of people don't know, like, I'm hilarious as hell. I'm super funny. I'm super bubbly. I'm just like a bubbly spirit. I feel like I have a bubble around me. I always tell people, because they be like, why are you just so... And I'd be like, I don't know. I think it's a bubble. You know, some people have bubbles, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a bubble around you. And it's like a metaphor that I use for energies. Yeah. You know, so when people be like, oh, you was over there talking with them for a long time, but you didn't talk to me. I'd be like, they have a bubble around them.
They got that right bubble. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing personal. That's just how I view energies. And, you know, because I get anxiety. I have really bad anxiety.
Me too.
I get butterflies before performances, and then people be like, "You didn't look nervous at all," but whole time, like, I'm almost pissing my pants because I be so nervous.
But once you're on stage, that goes away, right?
Once I'm on stage, like, that all goes away.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I know how to do this.
I'm like super like I block everything out. Like I have to. I could barely see when I'm performing. I could barely see because the lights. Yeah. So like I just basically just maneuver. I don't even know who I'm looking at. I just be like, I just make sure like I know that I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Connecting with the crowd. Sure. So I feel like my performance has really came a long way from me performing at local shows years ago because I don't do local shows no more. So a lot of people get mad and be like, do this local open mic, and I'll be like,
oh, okay, like I've done 100. Yeah,
I've done it all. So I've only done big shows. You know, major artists. I only open up for major artists now. So a lot of people kind of get mad at me, but I still support. I still be going to support.
Oh, you
all
go
the
watch
local
shows?
Stuff. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
But as far as performing, I can't do local right now. Like. I've been there, done that already.
That's another thing too. I think there's some power in just not saying you're a local artist. Yeah, you know, kind of avoiding that term. Yeah. And you can say like a Minnesota artist because you're based here, but truly you're an artist in this world. And you don't need to limit yourself. Right.
Because I've done it all already. It ain't like I didn't do it. You know, I feel like I've literally took every little step I was supposed to. You know, on the right level. I didn't rush into it. I took my time. And I want other girls to actually, you know, I want to inspire them to take their time. Because a lot of people don't take their time in the music industry, and then they disappear, and everybody be like, what happened to you? You got the music? Like, and that's never happened to me before, you know what I'm saying? So I've always stayed consistent.
You've never had to be like, I'm back, y'all.
Not really. Yeah. Not really. I always stay consistent, or I always like... You know, put myself out there, you know, so it's about consistency. Like, nobody was never like, oh, SK back. It never was, because I've always been consistent, you know, so.
Do you have a favorite instrument?
The guitar.
Guitar? Okay.
I'm obsessed.
Have you done any acoustic stuff?
In high school, I played every instrument. Oh, wow. In high school. I sucked at it, though.
But you dabbled around and...
Yeah, I dabbled around. Like, in high school, I did straight instruments, and then I was always lead in the choirs. Okay. Like every, you know, choir show we had, I was lead, and I was so nervous every time. Like, I won my first talent show in the first grade.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Against the whole school.
Oh, and my gosh.
I rapped Bow Wow. Was I in first grade? I was probably
You rapped in the first grade?
I rapped Bow Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
I said, little Bow Wow, you just don't know. And I rapped his whole entire song.
Oh, my God.
And I won the talent show.
That's awesome.
I always be forgetting about that little talent show.
I love that.
Yeah.
You got to dig
up the clip. That was my first performance. Yeah, I do, right? That was in Chicago.
Oh, how sweet.
Yep, so that was a dream for me to win my first talent show, so. I've always been musical though, or like I like choreography. I've always did cheerleading, dance, so I've always been like very active and working on new stuff with choreographers, new video shoots coming.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if your music videos feature your dancing.
Yes. That's what I'm working on now. Activate My Sexy. That video shoot is gonna be lit.
It's gonna be
my
sexy.
fans will see a different side of me.
Yeah.
They'll get different visuals, because I have a lot of videos. But this time around, my fans are gonna see like her.
The multi-talented.
The multi-talented, yeah. Because I want my fans to see me move. I've done choreography in my performances, but I really let the dancers really do it, and I kind of just vibe with them. But
because when you perform, do you? It's okay.
Okay, you can cut that. Okay, start over.
When you perform, are you performing or are you lip syncing?
Oh no, I'm performing.
Thank you. I respect that so much.
Oh no, the lip singing is out. My voice carries in a room because I host a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, my voice is pretty it's like a magnet to the mic. So
that's good.
I don't think I'll be able to lip sing ever.
That's good though, because then it does make sense for the dancers to carry most of the dance.
Yeah.
You join them occasionally, but you're not having to like be out of breath.
Yeah, the lip singing
is Good.
That's not good. Especially if people notice it. I don't know. I never tried it, but
it can be noticed.
I have seen artists in my city lip sing their songs.
Yeah.
But
rappers too.
Yeah, they do.
They'll just spit over their track.
Right.
The whole
spit
time.
over the track. Right. Yeah. See, I can't do that.
The whole time.
I can't.
I'm kind of like I could have played it.
It's good to have it in the background sometimes when you run out of breath.
Sure.
But yeah,
I think certain moments you should have that.
Right. You should.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I'm like, I can just play a video at home.
Yeah.
I want to see if you can perform.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my performances.
Yeah.
Girl, I got them down pat.
Well, I want to come to the next one.
You
girl.
do got to come to the next one.
Let me know. And I think we should wrap it up here with just telling everybody where they can follow you.
Okay. Well, you guys can definitely follow me on Instagram at SK ByTheWay _music. You guys can follow me on Facebook, SK ByTheWay, Snapchat, SK ByTheWay, Twitter, SK ByTheWay, and Apple Music. I'm also streaming everywhere right now, so I'm super excited about that. You guys can go find Supposed to Be, which is out now, and then Activate My Sexy will be dropping this Friday on all platforms. So I'm super excited about that.
Yes. Maybe just say it now one more time where it's already out. The Activate My Sexy.
Yeah.
So
it's already out, but they'll be able to, purchase it this weekend. Yeah, pre-sale, all that. So I'm excited. It's only the beginning for me. I feel like every year it gets bigger for me. I always want to go bigger, want to go harder. And Yemi, he came out of nowhere. Where I was ready. Like, huh? Who you say you are? Let's work. Like, I was on that. And I wanted him to believe in me. I'm like, I gotta show my ass. You know what I'm saying? And show him how talented I was. And
well, you're already delivering. So
oh yeah, the delivery is there.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I hope this is not the last time we sit down and talk. I look forward to continuing.
We definitely gonna talk again.
Yes. As you reach great heights. So SK ByTheWay, thank you so much.
Thank
Good talking to you.
We'll
catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Artists or just young black women?
Artists, creators, whatever.
Okay.
Just like for a powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. What message would you deliver to young black female creatives, whether they're artists, rappers like yourself? Yeah. What would you tell them?
I would honestly tell them to just stay motivated, stay authentic, and be yourself, honestly, because us as black women, we're always told we can't do something. You know what I'm saying? So my advice is to keep doing what y'all doing. Don't let nobody tell you you can't, because I had a million people tell me I couldn't. So when I did, it was like a slap in the face for them. So for my ladies, keep doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always gonna be somebody that say you can't. And we're actually stronger than everybody on this planet. So it's like, women, we standing on business this year, and I feel like it should just be, natural, authentic, and be yourself. And stay motivated up. Like, just stay motivated and stay consistent. Don't let nobody tell you can't, or don't let nobody downplay what you're trying to do. No matter what it is, lashes, hair, music, content, I say do it. Period.
Well said.
Period. Thank you.
Any other topics? I mean, we can definitely, now's the time.
We got to talk about the content house.
Oh, yeah, we need to plug where we're at.
Yeah.
Should I just do my intro over? So I can say, what's up, y'all? I'm Kiya Edwards, coming to you from the Content House in Minneapolis. And joining me here is
SK ByTheWay.
Yeah. SK ByTheWay. And then you can say hello or yeah. Okay, so I'll do that and then I'll open it up. Okay, going in 3, 2, 1. What's up, y'all? I'm Kiya Edwards, coming to you live from the Content House in Minneapolis, and I'm joined by some top-tier talent here in the Twin Cities. SK ByTheWay.
It's me, yes. Welcome. The Content House. Let's start with that.
Yeah. Oh, should we keep going? Sorry, I didn't know. Okay.
I've actually been at the Content House for a year now. It'll be a year in April. I was introduced by a friend of mine, and I was looking for, studio or like somewhere where I felt like family. And I first came here and I met Bobby. He was the first engineer to record me. So I've been here for a year. I love the Content House. I've had great music come out of here, great content come out of here. I had the most content come out of here, though. That's what's so crazy.
It's the Content House.
Right, it's the Content House. So I accomplished so much here, and like this is home for me, especially. It's definitely a lyrical place to be for an artist. They take it very serious, and I love it here.
There's info all around.
Yep.
There's vibrant art all around.
Everything. Yeah. Everything is home pretty much. And the Content House, they care for their artists, you know what I'm saying? And they're really big on getting the visuals as well. Like, I never went to a studio where you had everything in one place.
Oh, no, I haven't really heard of that much either.
Everything
it's usually
in
just
one
the
place.
Music.
You have everything in one place. You could record a song, you could shoot a video, you could do an interview, you could do a mic drop, which I've done all those things. So I've been loving it here. If any artists out there, you guys hit up the Content House, because this is the place to be. And it's legendary, it's getting legendary for me, of course. I've been here a year. It's going to go on my second year. So, yeah, I'm excited.
That's
I
nice.
love the Content House.
Yeah, good quality.
Yeah.
And good to know for artists who are like, they just don't know where to
Yeah,
put
they
or where to
definitely
look.
took me under their wing. Yeah. I couldn't stay out of this place when I first came. So it was like, I definitely had a lot of work done here. Definitely.
Shout out the Content House.
Shout out Content House. Period.
Okay. Yeah, that was nice. Thank you, guys. This was fun.
That was fun.
Good job.
It's a wrap. Okay.
Oh,
I was nervous.
You did so good. I couldn't tell.
Did I?
That's kind of what you were talking about.